Give me your phone, Josh.
Hang on.
Give me your phone, Josh.
Over to the account. Damn it.
Greg, get the beer that we're going to be drinking.
Okay.
Give me your phone, Josh.
Here.
Well, good. At least we know.
Oh,
this is.
Get the beer that yeah, so we can echo like we did last week.
No, we fixed it right away.
Yeah, don't let that happen again, Greg.
So, yeah.
Or you're fired.
Welcome to the stream. We will. Oh man, we got less than a minute, man. We will be starting the stream or starting the show in about a minute.
The stream is going?
Yeah, stream. He started the stream a couple minutes
Why
ago.
not see it?
Streaming.
Oh, here it is.
Did you make a beautiful picture?
Trying to, but
Hey,
the phone-
test. You guys good?
Camera's slow.
Complaining about my phone now.
It's Greg's.
I know. Turn down the volume while you have his phone, because he's really good at...
Oh, you can turn the flash off.
Got 14 seconds, and they're dealing with nonsense.
Hey, this isn't nonsense, Greg.
Did any of you put anything on the agenda?
I did.
I did.
Oh, yeah. I guess you did.
Yeah,
what did you do? What did you do? Oh, okay. I see one thing.
No, it was Landon's medicine.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to be starting here. You guys ready?
Showtime.
Why is this not working?
You have to have the sound plugged in.
Damn it, Greg.
I know.
How is that my fault?
Your studio. Okay, ready?
3, 2.
Hey, welcome to Stuck in Beta. I am Greg. With me is Josh and Josh.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, guys.
He's busy.
He's busy.
He's doing some social media work.
Oh, okay.
Trying to.
He's trying to.
Tiny phone.
Tiny phone, apparently. He's complaining about using your phone. Hey, it is Stuck in Beta time.
Episode 39.
39.
Man, we've been at this for a long time. We've stuck with it for
39 years, right? Oh,
39 weeks.
39 weeks.
Yeah.
Has it been?
Yeah.
We didn't
I think
skip
so.
a week or
I don't think so. No.
No, I don't think we've skipped. Even when one of us has been unavailable, we've had the show.
Wow.
Yeah. We've pre-recorded once or twice. We've recorded when someone's been absent. At least twice.
Yeah, Greg.
And one of you...
Hey, Greg, where can you find us?
Go to stuckinbetapodcast.com and also on twitter.com/stuckinbetacast.
Stuck in Beta Cast?
Stuck in Beta Cast.
That's the name of it, apparently.
Oh. That's what's in the notes?
Yeah.
Oh, twitter.com.
And find us on Facebook, Stuck in Beta Podcast, and Instagram, Stuck in Beta Podcast.
The white.
Twitter only allows a short name. That's why
true.
It's good.
That's-
Stuck in Beta Cast.
Truncated.
Silliness.
Although it's kind of Stuck in Beta Cast. So, how are your weekends?
Fantastic.
It rained
Fantastic?
most of the weekend.
Really?
Saturday? Yeah. Jackson's golf game got canceled.
Is it a golf game?
Match. Whatever you want to call it.
Match.
Roundabout.
Expedition.
I don't know. It's not an expedition. But we went. So, go ahead and talk. I got a funny story about that, by the way.
Go ahead and talk. I got a funny story. Why didn't you just tell your funny
Okay, I'll
story?
tell my funny story now. So his match expedition roundabout, whatever you want to call it, was canceled Saturday. So, well, that really has nothing to do with the story.
Oh.
He missed the match roundabout expedition. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Amateurs.
We were out of town for Easter, and that's when his first match was. So he had to make up that match. So we went Sunday afternoon and made up that match. And it was on the a golf course here that's local, Joachim Golf Course. Been around forever and ever and ever. That's where I played when I was in high school. And man, I'm telling you what, that course is in great shape. The fairways are awesome. Greens are awesome. So we're playing, and he shanked a couple balls into the woods, and I was digging a ball out of his golf bag and said, "Hey, Jackson, you're almost out of balls. You need to get some more." He goes, "Oh, okay. Remind me Thursday when we're at practice." I said, "Well, why do I need to remind you Thursday when we're at practice? They don't sell golf balls there." "No, I'll just grab a couple. I'll grab a handful out of the bucket and put them in my bag." I'm like, "Jackson, no, those are range balls. They're not meant to go to golf." Well,
they're not meant to be stolen.
Right. He did not understand the concept of those stay at the range, and that was.
Well, he thinks you buy them and just hit them.
Right,
and those are beat the hell.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. But still, he's 11. It's not like he's hitting 300-yard drives, Greg.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that was... But yeah, it was a good afternoon on the golf course. It was beautiful outside. Did you guys do anything?
We went to a trivia night together.
Yeah, it was a Disney...
As a couple?
Disney theme.
A couple, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it was just... Well, it was
you and Josh.
Us and our wives. And
he had a hard time saying that, didn't he?
I didn't have a hard time.
As he touched his ring on his finger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
This is real.
Yeah, this is real.
It's still there.
It's not a dream.
But, yeah.
And his brother and
niece
and
mom and dad.
Yeah, it was
a
cool.
night with the Mouchongs.
Yeah, I had no idea. Like we could get here to meet Greg at his house, and we're on our way, and I said, who's joining us for this? He's like, "Well, my brother and my parents." I'm like, whoa,
we're back in high school.
We got a night with the Mouchongs.
Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night. It was a lot of fun though. So there was
how'd you place? Did you win?
4th, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So we went into it. I know. So Greg is like, his whole family is big Disney fans and everything. And so they kind of strategized in a way where they had like his dad who knew like a lot of historical type stuff.
Okay.
And then
older Disney. Yeah.
His niece who knows a lot of the newer stuff,
movies, and
younger
songs
generation
and
stuff.
Yeah.
And then Greg and his brother both kind of have a play.
All the weird crap.
Yeah, all the
weird crap.
Well, there was a Marvel category, and it was funny because
that's right.
It was funny because he was like, round 1 was history, and man, his dad, like every one of them, like bam, he knew the answer.
He goes, "What year did Disneyland open?" And he knew the year.
Is that like 57?
No, I don't. Ask my dad. He knew the year, and he goes,
"We have a caller. Wait. We have a caller. Mr. Mouchong has called."
Yeah, I'll give you the day and time too. But yeah, he had the exact date and month. Yeah.
So in round 1, I'm pretty sure he answered all of the questions, and I think there was only one wrong. I think in round 1.
Yeah,
and that was the history, and then it moved on to
Star Wars. We had a Star Wars category
so Star
too.
Wars was
we cleaned up. That.
Don't say we; it was just you.
Okay,
and so Molly was Greg's wife was doing the she was doing the writing.
Yeah.
And so Greg's trying to tell, none of us knew any of it. It was pretty obscure. I thought it was pretty
Greg
obscure
the
stuff.
pen.
And he's getting mad at me. He's like, "You saw this movie." I'm like, "I don't remember this stuff." So eventually, he does take over the writing, and he's just the MC's not even got the question read aloud, and Greg's writing down the answer. And
what were some of the questions?
Well, like what planet was a rebel base on in Empire Strikes Back?
That was my answer too.
Return of the Jedi was Endor.
Yeah, the beginning of Empire.
I'm sure someone in our room here knows. What was it? I can't think.
Hoth.
Oh yeah, right.
And there was like
Hoth.
Who killed Qui-Gon Jinn?
Qui-Gon Jinn,
not Jim. Qui-Gon Jinn. I do the plumbing. Yeah, who killed him? It was
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I'm by no means a Star Wars guy. So then, there was some really tough categories like, what was the one? It was historical, but it was like related to like awards and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
like Academy Awards.
Yeah, that kind of thing. That was pretty.
Yeah.
tough.
How many awards did Walt Disney? How many Academy Awards did he win before his death? And
Oh, jeez.
they were pretty.
I think it was like 22. He holds a record or something.
But going into it, we thought. I said, man, these guys are gonna between
The Moshong family. Yeah.
So I put us down for a 92 as a tie-breaking thing. What did we get? Like 78 or something.
Oh,
like that.
wow. You missed that many?
Somewhere in that range. I think that's what it was.
Wow.
But,
I would have expected better.
And then there was the Marvel category, and he cleaned house on that. But the interesting thing was my wife, Lori, she knew like 8 of the 10 questions.
Really?
I was pretty impressed.
She's a bigger nerd than you.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say that, but... So, Greg did take over.
Nerds own it, though. Nerds own it.
Like I said, Greg took over, and he was doing the writing, and then... I don't know, we were kind of taking jabs at him and joking around about how quickly he was responding to these. And finally, at one point, his dad... Because after round 1 of the history, your dad didn't really know a whole lot of anything after that. He'd think real hard and give his opinion on things every once in a while. But when we got past so we did Star Wars and then we did Marvel, and Greg's just, he's just scribbling them down as quick as he could read them. And then his dad just kind of leans back and says, Greg, you really ought to get a life.
Thanks,
That was the line of the night.
That's awesome.
We were laughing so hard.
That's funny.
Anyway, so
That is funny.
It was a good time. Yeah.
So did you do anything else fun this weekend? There you. Oh, I noticed while coming to the studio today, you are undertaking some major renovations.
We got a couple projects going on. Like Saturday was junk day. To get rid of a lot of junk, they'll take here in the city of Festus where we live. They'll take anything. So my basement,
not dead bodies.
Well, I tried, and they go, no. We don't take
morgue.
Take that over to Crystal. We don't want that here.
yeah.
So they go, there's a creek out there.
Just outside city limits.
Yeah. So I got from work, I brought home a lot of pallets because I had this thing in mind that, I'm going to do a bunch of pallet projects.
Good idea.
It is a good idea, but if they just sit there for over a year and you don't do
over
anything,
a year. Wait. Over a year?
Multiple years.
Yeah.
So I had I think I counted 12 of them.
Jesus, really? You had 12 pallets down here?
Why are you so angry?
I'm just shocked.
So anyway, I got rid of those.
Don't yell at Greg.
I got rid of.
I didn't. It's funny because I came down here. He's like, I got rid of a bunch of pallets. There were some over here and over there. And I'm like, man, I only knew the ones in the corner.
I only knew like 4 over
there.
there.
There were a bunch over there under the ping pong table.
Really?
Yeah. And by the washing machine.
Greg's got a problem.
That's crazy.
So got rid of all that. Had a big tube TV. Had a cart that I had gotten from work. Yeah, they took anything. They basically just chucked it in the I thought
the river.
They're like, we'll take e-waste for free or whatever, but they didn't seem to put it in the e-waste pile. They just chucked it in the back of the trash truck.
That's not good.
I'm just saying
Were you the last guy among us who has a tube TV? Do you have one? I don't have one in my house.
No, we don't have a tube TV in our house.
It was the
most technologically advanced person here,
among us,
probably.
Yeah.
The weird thing is, so I had the thing since I was probably 16, 17.
So there's sentimental value.
It was kind of my first.
I watched all my
movies.
I watched all of my attic movies. All the movies I kept in the attic.
Yeah.
That was a great story.
all my attic movies.
All my attic movies that I had mislabeled as Star Wars and Disney movies.
There was a Star Wars movie in that box. Star Horse.
Man, way to take the show PG.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, NC-17. Way to go, Greg.
I was kind of conflicted. I'm like, this tube TV, it had nothing about sentimental value.
Whatever.
It was about when you hook the Nintendo up to a LCD screen, you can't use a light gun. That was the last thing I had where you could use a light gun.
Yeah.
I'm like, the number of times I've actually done that in the past since the Nintendo came out is probably, 10.
So let me stop real quick here. We got a number of new people watching in the chat room.
Hello, new people.
Give us a shout out and tell us how you found the show, and we'll say hi back. I think I know most of them. Anyway, continue on. Sorry to interrupt the show.
No. So I got rid of an old couch. Got rid of that. Got rid of a lot of junk.
You didn't even really talk about what we had to walk through to get to the studio.
And so we got new furniture coming Friday.
I believe we talked about that last episode.
Hopefully. What's weird is we got a postcard from Ashley Furniture the other day that said, sorry about the confusion. And so it was a real vague message about apologizing for something. And we're like, what are they apologizing for? I mean, because our furniture isn't due until this Friday.
So you think.
So we think. We don't know.
That's weird.
So anyway, we're painting our living room too, and it was a bright orange. Now it is.
It was like navel orange, skin orange.
So now we primed.
Agree?
Yeah.
We primed that, so now it's all white.
It looks really good. Your living room looks bigger now, I think.
Yeah.
Did you take a look?
Yeah.
And we're gonna do like a light grayish blue.
That's the popular color now.
So it'll go kind of. You want to know the name of the color? It's drizzle.
Oh, seriously?
For shizzle?
For shizzle, my drizzle. Yeah.
Wow. That's a weird name.
Interesting.
It is a weird name, but whatever. I'm not going to say, hey, look at my drizzle.
For shizzle.
Why are you taking the show so dirty today?
Is that dirty?
You might as well tell the box movie story again.
No, I don't want to tell that. That's back in episode 22 or something.
So, did you guys see? So in the mornings, getting ready for work, I watched the news, and they had this. Whoa, good catch! They had this story about this guy that had a 15-year-old chicken nugget sauce packet, and it was the Mulan.
Oh, the Szechuan wasabi dipping sauce from McDonald's. 1998 is when it was on the market. This guy, for whatever reason, listed it on eBay with a starting price of $15. The damn thing ended, and it sold. What do I have on there?
$15,000.
$15,000 for a single packet of dipping sauce.
Well, you know why
No, I don't know
the popularity.
why.
We talked about this.
That's another part of this story. I'm watching this on the news, and I told him, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Jackson goes, yeah, you guys talk about this on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, we didn't.
Yeah,
We did
a couple weeks
Rick
ago.
and Morty. So the premiere of Rick and Morty came, and he was talking about that Szechuan sauce, and he's like, I want to get some. I wish they'd make it. And there was a whole, were you even here?
Yeah, I was here.
Yeah, we talked about.
So it's that rare, like it doesn't exist anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
15 years old, 20 years old.
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
But I mean,
McDonald's
is it like
kind of hinted that we'll see what we could do if they could bring it back.
But this is
why would you
put that on? Why would you save that unless it's in the floorboard of your car or something?
Yeah. Well,
1998.
98. So that's almost 20 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know.
Well,
would you? And
there's a lot of McDonald's collectors, though. They collect
really
McDonald's merchandise.
Food.
Well, I don't know.
Come
Sealed.
on.
I've got a sealed box of Krusty O's cereal when the Simpsons movie came out 10 years ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Go get it. Let's eat it for snack.
We're not eating that for a snack, no.
Jeez, that's something you gotta turn into the dump, Greg.
Wow. Get a life, Greg.
Actually, I don't know where it is. I'm sure Molly threw
it away. Yeah.
She's like, what is
But
this?
seriously, he had the idea to put that on eBay for $15 and it sold for $15,000. $15,000
pretty amazing.
$15 for a packet of dipping sauce.
I mean, Yeah, I don't. That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, look, there's a Crystal Pepsi down there in the fridge.
From 1996.
Yeah. Dude, that thing's a gold mine. That's your retirement.
That's from earlier this year.
Oh.
Sorry.
No.
Or, late last year.
So who put awful service? I'm guessing him.
Oh, absolutely, it's him.
Yeah,
I
Mr.
got
Krabby-
commentary. to
Krabby
add to this.
restaurant.
I want to hear
You
these
need a beer?
stories. Sure.
Here,
Krabby
take
restaurant
whatever.
visitor.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, okay. So, Molly and I...
You guys have had horrible luck going to restaurants.
Yeah. So we decided, why? I don't know why we went out or whatever. We were out God, I can't remember.
Good story, man.
Okay, I can't remember the reason.
You know, we were
why
talking
we're
about
out.
the show, about how great of a story Mike Rowe tells.
I know.
I'm thinking you're right there with him.
I'm right there with him. So we're out in the Fenton area. Fenton. Shout out to Fenton or whatever, which I shouldn't shout out. So we're thinking of somewhere to eat. We love, obviously, the places that aren't chain.
Sure.
Okay.
Local.
Okay.
But
local.
what was around?
It's a theme.
What was around was just chain. So we're like, hey, you want steak and shake? Steak and
my
shake sounds
God.
good. What? You don't like steak?
No,
and
I like steak and shake,
Oh.
but horrible experiences.
shake? Hey, okay.
It's just a bunch of burnouts that work there.
work out there too.
They work out there. Hey, give me that 15 pound can of cheese. I'm gonna bench press that.
So we walk into this steak and shake. You got the sign that says,
They say, "Hey, Greg."
please wait to be seated." We look in the dining room. I count 8 tables that aren't bussed. So there's glasses, dirty dishes,
No. Right there. Nope. Sorry.
all over it.
Not eating there.
I see a waitress at the waitress station. She looks over our way, but doesn't say a damn thing.
She flip you off.
No, but she doesn't say a thing to us. I look, there's a manager or whatever at the counter. He's helping someone at the counter, and I'm thinking, why is this manager not telling them to bust those tables or something? And I look, the guy on the grill has headphones in, so obviously he has he doesn't care about anything but grill world.
You're painting a picture, man.
So I'm like, Molly, this isn't good. Let's go somewhere else. So we decide, hey, let's go across the street to Red Robin. They have,
I don't like that place either.
well, they have they have like $6 meals or something pretty cheap. So we went across the street, Red Robin. We walk in. There was two couples standing there, and
now 3, right?
well, now 3, yeah. No one at the hostess podium. There's you see, there's a couple waiters or whatever working or whatever. We're standing there probably about 2 minutes or so, and I know those people before us were waiting even longer. And Molly's like, "I'll get a hostess."
Oh man,
Molly, she's got a little of her dad in her when she can really get things done. So
Yeah,
she's-
like your living room painted.
yeah,
Because that's
So
that ugly
she
color
goes-
for 15 years.
I'll get a hostess,
called
and
the
she
living room ugly.
she walks in there and like goes, "Hey, can one of you get off your phones and
Oh my
help
God!
get a hostess up here or whatever?"
That's
She
not
said
gonna help the situation.
She said 2 guys were just standing there on their phones or whatever, not doing a damn thing, and they're like, "Oh, what? There's people out here."
Did you enjoy the spit in your food when it was delivered?
Oh, I'm like, Molly, we're not. She goes, I know, we're not eating here. She goes, but at least I got a hostess for those people, because I'm like, there's no way we're eating here at this point,
wow.
And you know what? We ended up in Chili's in Arnold.
I don't like that place either.
Okay, we walked in. 2 people opened the door for us. Host is very friendly. We had some of the best service we've ever had. So, it's weird. Like, at one hand, I'm on our way to Chili's. I'm like, is the youth of America just lazy and not want to give anyone?
It's the whole millennial thing.
But then again, these same age kids were working at Chili's.
They have good
and,
parents.
well, maybe. I don't know. I just...
Molly commented in the room and said, "Oh, I got crooked on them." I'm not quite sure what that means.
She got crooked.
I don't know what that means.
Well, she did.
Well, good for Molly.
So
helping out those people.
So here's my kind of devil's advocate to your story, and I'm not taking up for the millennials or whatever you're about to say, but here's
no, it's because he made fun of you pre-show, so you're gonna pick it.
No, here's my opinion because Greg tends to bring this up frequently. I mean, it's like
a crabby diner.
Awful, yeah,
yeah.
So I've known Greg for a very long time, going on 30 years. He used to be the most laid-back, easy-going. Nothing bothered him.
People used to think I was high all
yes.
the time. And
yes, I was going to go there, but he took the words out of my mouth. People used to think that he was stoned. He just had that look about him. He was always mellow, chill. Nothing ever bothered him. I never heard him complain about anything. So, I don't know if it's that...
He's old now.
He's old and crabby. If things have really changed, or if 10 years ago, or I don't know, however many years ago, 5 years ago maybe, if past Greg would have walked into that Steak and Shake and been like,
I want a hamburger.
Yeah, I just want a burger. I'm going to sit down. I'll wait. Yeah, all's good. I don't know.
I don't know about
now,
that.
I feel like, I don't know if it's because you go out to eat a whole lot. Like, I never have any of these experiences.
Oh, we've had...
Every once in a while, but not, like, I would say 50% of the time, you're like,
or is
complaining about bad service.
Is he overly sensitive?
Yes, that was going to be my next thing. Is he become overly critical?
Yeah, but those two stories, come on, you know.
I would have walked out of Steak and Shake. I would have said the same thing.
I agree.
And I would have complained like crazy to Annette at Red Robin, but we probably would have eaten there because,
Yeah, I agree. So...
Molly says his wife is a brat.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we're just unlucky when it comes to service.
You have had a lot of...
We do.
And I've had a lot of run-ins recently.
I have very low expectations now.
You worked at Steak and Shake,
I know, and that's the thing. And I believe that I was a really good worker. You know, I don't know, like... I would work the grill, and I do everything. Then someone would come up the counter. I go, I'll be with you, you know.
Well, knowing how you are when you cook, you take pride in your food.
Yeah.
So you probably did a great job. I mean, when you cook here, you take pride in your food.
Yeah.
Unless it's microwave food.
Well.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I mean,
don't know.
You have been a magnet for crappy service.
I hate to believe that it's just that, like, a generation, because you really start sounding like old men if we're saying that this generation doesn't appreciate this or that. I don't know. Yeah,
I almost feel that way. Just
yes, I do feel that way
because I'd rather go to a nicer restaurant that probably pays more, getting better tips, and there's probably some sort of like an older waitress or waiter that's going to wait on me.
I'll tell you.
You're gonna tell me? I was gonna say it's age discrimination, but you're saying so I don't know. I would have bet you though that 3 guys 25, 30 years ago were sitting around complaining about us.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree. But yeah, what I was gonna say was if you walk into the Festus Steak and Shake, you probably would have seen the exact same thing there.
We won't go back there.
Yeah,
or Bob Evans.
Are there any places here in Festus that you will eat now? Because you've had a bad experience at just about every one of them.
Yeah.
Which was to the I'll go back, or I've had a horrible experience at every one of them.
I ate at Ruby Tuesdays this week for lunch, and it was pretty dang decent. I was great waiter, and I'm not a Ruby Tuesdays fan, but it was pretty good.
And some of it is... Yeah, your tolerance of it.
You were with us during the Tanglefoot fiasco.
Yeah, well, that place is closed now.
Well, yeah.
And for sale.
And
there's a big rumor that Cybergs is going in.
Yeah, I've heard that rumor, too.
I can't get anybody to say...
I heard that, like right when it went for
right,
sale.
But then I heard it again recently that it's a done deal, but I can't get anybody to say yes.
So my point is, I think you just become less tolerant of those things.
Oh, yeah, I'm not tolerant at all.
My son is a huge Steak and Shake fan, and he goes and gets that 7x7 all the time. And
What's
that's
that?
all it's like 7 patties.
Holy crap.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, he's 6 foot tall and 120 pounds or whatever. But
Wow.
he loves that. He raves about that. It's great. That's great. Yesterday, we were driving through here yesterday. He goes, oh, Steak and Shake, that's great. That's 7x7, that's great. He loves that.
I like Steak and Shake,
I don't think he's ever paid any attention or has any... he doesn't get customer service or bad service versus good service.
Because...
You know what I mean?
But has he had that expectation set?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you acquire that, I think, as you get older.
Right,
so
because you know how it should be.
Yeah, and I'm not, like, waiting is not my problem. I don't care about waiting.
I hate waiting.
I will not wait.
No, that does not bother me as long as they say, hey, like, if I walk in, someone greets me, within the first minute.
How do you like to be greeted? I mean, is there a certain way you like to be greeted?
No. Hey, King.
I mean, it sure as hell sounds like it.
We've been awaiting your arrival.
Yeah.
She gave me eye contact, but she didn't say hello.
No, I just want to be acknowledged. Say, hey, we'll be with you in a moment. That's all I need. Yeah, jackass.
Yeah, I won't wait. If the wait is more than 25 minutes, I turn into a bitch.
I get crabby waiting too. I don't like it. So there's two things that I don't like.
See, that that doesn't bother me. As long as they've given me that expectation, hey, you're going to wait 45 minutes.
Bullshit. Not happening.
You're not going to go on a Friday night in an area where...
You want to know why I eat at 4 o'clock in the evening every night? That's why I eat at 4 o'clock in the evening every night. I
know it was for the early bird.
No, I am not.
Save $1.
No, I will not wait. No, I am not waiting 45 minutes anywhere.
The other thing that I don't like, aside from service, and you can go and have like decent service and the whole thing be like not a wait, not really service.
Hi,
but
Steve.
Then the quality of food is like meh, and then you get the bill and it's like $50.
Yes,
that I hate more.
I don't want to leave pissed. If I have to wait 45 minutes and the service is crappy and the bill is expensive, that's a trifecta of like, no, that ain't happening.
But for me, like I could have no wait and good service, but the food be sort of subpar to where it's like, man, it's just like over seasoned where I don't really care for it. And then I'm like, oh crap, I didn't realize it was going to be $50 for 2 people. That's where I get frustrated.
But to me,
and I get like remorse, like
buyer's remorse.
Buyer's remorse. Like afterwards, I'm like, why did I do that?
But see, what I tell myself in that situation is, I just won't come back.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Some of those places get you, man. It's like you don't even realize it, and next thing you know, it's like the bill comes in, it's like $45, and you're like, $45.
My bill was $45
for 2 people.
Shit. We went to stay at Sam's Steakhouse.
They always have to get a bottle of Cristal or something.
No, we went to...
What? Sticker shock.
Wait a minute. Wait.
$1,200.
I thought that was $12. 1200. I thought it was $12.
Where's the decimal point?
Yeah, talk about a weird trip to Vegas, man. No, see, so we went, Annette wanted to go out to dinner Friday night. I wanted to try somewhere new. She didn't think she would like anything at my place. So we went to Sam's Steakhouse. We've been to Sam's Steakhouse a number of times. Have you been there?
I've never been.
I've been there. It's been a long time.
I think they have really good steaks.
I think they're hit or miss.
So I can't say County or St.
It's over by Grant's Farm. Up from Grant's Farm on 30.
Near Grasso, where Grasso Plaza used to be, kind of
right across from Coriezu. We have never had what I would call a bad meal there. Their twice baked potato is one of the best twice baked potatoes.
Potato.
But we had a $20 coupon, and I think our bill after the coupon was $70 for the 2 of us.
Jeez.
Whoa.
But I had a New York strip, and that had prime rib. I had a Manhattan.
Oh, well, you're at a steakhouse.
Okay.
Right.
And here's my question.
And the service was impeccable.
Impeccable.
I didn't wait 2 seconds for a table.
So all those things rolled up were all positives, but then the bill comes, and you're like, damn, I could have...
Good food, I have no problem paying good money for food.
But you probably... Do you feel like you could have made that just as...
Prime rib,
good quality?
New York strip, yes. But it had prime blue cheese crumbles on top that were really good.
Yeah.
No, prime rib, I've never done prime rib, so I can't say that I would have done that better at home. The New York strip, I probably could have come pretty darn close to at home. Twice baked potato, no. I couldn't do that at home.
If it's a special occasion, I could I'm okay with that.
Friday night.
Friday night. Is that TGIF's not a good enough occasion to drop $70 bucks.
I like. I don't know. I mean, you can look at me and tell I like good food, but I really don't have a
just
problem.
Food.
What do you mean? What the hell did that mean?
It's not nice.
I like good whiskey, good bourbon.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
It's drinks.
and I think you're the same way, Greg.
Oh, I love going out to eat.
You have no problem paying good money for good food.
Right.
Yeah.
You went to Ramsey's Steakhouse in
Yeah.
Vegas, and we went at your recommendation. I'd go again. And a $200 bill.
And we are going again.
But
That's different, though. That's different than going like somewhere local on a Friday night.
if I was in Vegas, I'd probably go there. I wouldn't say frequently, but I'd go there often. I'd probably be a hell of a lot poorer than I am now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have no problem whatsoever paying good money for good food. What time is it? Oh man, it's snack time.
5:34.
You
Okay.
ready for snacks?
Sure, why not?
Cashews, almonds, macadamia nuts, lilac, pecans too, pistachios, lives up to no good.
We really didn't intend for this to turn into the food restaurant complaint.
Hey, but it's a good
Show.
discussion, I guess. Hey, you know what's weird is this week our snack song actually pertains to our snack.
Cashews,
cashews
almonds,
and peanuts.
macadamia nuts,
What do we got? Lance's.
limited edition
Oh.
dill pickle peanuts.
Oh, why do you gotta do this?
What is this? You got something different?
No.
Okay.
Dill pickle. Why?
So
Nuts are supposed to taste like nuts, not dill pickles.
Hey, come on! Why you gotta take it there? We're talking about food here.
Oh, stop it.
So I just saw these. Okay, I didn't.
Impulse buy. You buy these at the gas station?
No, they were at the gift shop at work.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
these are good. Whoa, boy, they're tangy.
Man.
So what's your feeling on
Holy
dill pickle?
cow.
I like dill pickles.
I like sweet pickles better.
I don't care for the dill pickle sunflower seeds. That's pretty popular with my
I like fried dill pickles.
son's baseball team.
Really?
Yeah, they like to eat those.
Fried dill pickles are good.
I like that too.
These are very dill pickly.
Dill pickly?
Yeah. Very.
These are good.
Yeah, these
Okay.
aren't bad. Like I've had the dill pickle potato chips. I actually think these are a little better.
Natural and artificial flavor.
The artificial puts it over the top.
Well, to go with that this week,
You have a dill pickle beer?
Now, last week I really did well with our beer and our snack.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have one of you guys do next week's because
Next week's what?
snack or whatever. Yeah, it's time for you guys.
Responsibility.
What the hell
Yeah.
is this?
I know. I wasn't ready for that.
I know.
So this week we have from Boo Jum Brewing Company.
Boob jum?
Boo Ju-
Gum.
Boob gum?
Boo Jum. Boo Jum?
Boojum?
Anyway, it's from Waynesville, North Carolina.
How do you spell that?
Boojum.
Boojum.
This is jalapeno IPA.
Oh,
Jesus.
wow. This is probably going to be good.
Why do you do this?
I bet this is going to be good.
This should have been during the hot week.
Hot week?
You know, hot week when we had the crazy hot meat, the beef jerky. That was actually really good. It was great.
Okay.
What beer? I don't remember what beer we had that week.
What was it? B-O-O.
J-U-M.
J-U-M.
Boojum.
Tell us about the beer.
So the beer is jalapeno, and it's
Jalapeno.
IPA. And here we go.
This is going to be hot and bitter.
Meeting, merging, then morphing into something new. Tropical fruity hops and fresh green jalapenos are the perfect match, each accentuating the other's strong points while retaining their own delicious characters. This easy drinking ale is brewed with crisp, de-seeded, not hot, jalapenos and dry hopped Australian, Galaxy, and Citra hops.
Smells great.
I like Citra and Galaxy hops.
So it's going to have probably you'll obviously have a pepper and citrus is what I'm expecting.
It's good. It's really good. Yeah, it's not hot at all. got a little spiciness to it. Like
Smells
a
like
little,
an IPA. Smells hoppy.
So you don't really like IPA so
No.
much, but it you're gonna have to suck it up, Buttercup.
I like it.
It's not bad. I don't know that I would drink more than one can of it.
I like it. It reminds me kind of Main and Mills,
Who's not a sponsor?
who's not a sponsor, but they can be sponsored. What is theirs? Green chili ale.
I don't think so at
No,
all.
that's hot.
No,
got a
it's
kick
a
to
little
it.
bit hot and it's not hoppy.
Okay, well,
Good
whatever.
story, Greg.
Well, okay, difference of opinion.
Well, you're wrong.
It reminds me more of what's that Schlafly Tipa? Kind of has that like.
Well,
strong
they have the
pungent-
Galaxy hops, right?
yeah
No, it has. Yeah,
Tasmanian hops.
yeah. It definitely is what I kind of figured it would be. It's pepper and
It's really
citrus
good.
kind of merging together, but
7% alcohol. I think it goes well with
Ooh,
the.
7%. That's pretty hoppy.
Yeah, I think
it goes well with dill pickle. Pickle and peppers. Pickled peppers.
the perfect pairing.
There you go. It actually
great
says on the
alliteration.
can here.
They eat it with pickles?
Yeah,
Really?
it does.
Huh.
It doesn't say that.
All right, what else we got? Oh, you want to talk about your crazy video you have?
Well, it's not my video, but
Okay, video you found.
So where did you hear this story? You're going to talk about the guy who lets the snapping turtle bite it.
I actually heard it on a morning show.
This is unbelievable. Have you seen this?
I did. I watched this,
Oh,
and this
well,
guy
crap.
does all kinds of crazy stuff.
Really?
With all kinds of, this isn't just a one-time thing.
We watched this during the pre-show meeting that you weren't at, and
2 weeks in a row.
I was gobsmacked. This was unbelievable.
You were what?
Gobsmacked.
What the hell does that mean?
Look it up.
Gobsmacked?
Gobsmacked.
G-O-B. Mm-hmm. Smacked?
You never heard that
No.
term? Look it up.
Godsmack is a
no,
band.
not Godsmack. Gobsmacked.
Not familiar with that one. Yeah, there's the guy.
That's so this.
Can you see that on
I
the...
get the feeling that he wants to be like that. What's his name? Not Turtle Hunter.
Steve
Live-
Irwin?
No,
The crocodile hunter.
No, the guy, the redneck guy that has no teeth down in the south, and he's like an exterminator guy. People call in if they've got snakes or alligators in their house, and live action. Jumps in the lakes with these snapping turtles and gets them out.
Is it a TV show?
Yeah, it was like on Animal Planet. Well, not Wilderness Man.
Well, if you watch the video, he had a little dowel rod on the side of his hand.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Thinking
the
that-
dowel rod's gonna keep the turtle from biting my hand.
He needed a block of wood,
Yeah,
and hold
like a
that to the
2x4.
turtle. Yeah. So,
He's got a boat in the background.
but
So it's a well-produced show, and this guy has like
multiple camera angles.
there's over 2 million views on this one, and
Well, yeah, it's an idiot getting hurt.
but his whole look over on the right there. That's all him getting bit by all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, it is too.
It's
So
Coyote something. His first name's Coyote.
So he goes through the first part of this video is him explaining how he's going to do this to show how to get a snapping. If you're ever bit by a snapping turtle, how to get the snapping turtle off your whatever appendage.
Yeah.
And his big plan is he's going to super glue this like 1/8-inch diameter
tiny.
dowel rod to his
Yeah.
hand, and he says this is going to prevent the snapping turtle from snapping down on my hand.
I don't know
because
what
he's
he
gonna-
thought,
He's
yeah.
going to hit the dowel rod first. Well, the idiot puts his hand up to the snapping turtle, and he completely misses the dowel rod,
Yeah.
number one.
well, he bites right over it.
So he's got this plan in the before he does it, he says, well, one of the ways to get a snapping turtle off your hand is to pour water on him. That'll get him to release right away. And if that doesn't work, you pour rubbing alcohol on
Well,
him.
he said if that doesn't work, first he says you submerge him in water.
Yeah, but he's afraid to hurt the turtle, right? Or well, it said it hurt himself so
Oh my
bad
Because
God.
he had to lift the turtle and his
Yeah.
hand.
He was also very protective of the turtle too.
He was. So he goes, and the turtle bites his hand, misses the dowel rod, and is clamped down on his
And it had
hand.
the thing I thought was funny was that the turtle has its eyes closed.
Yeah.
Like it's that.
I mean,
yeah,
it's that snapping turtle's got that like a point on the
Yeah.
end of its nose or
beak,
what?
yeah,
And
kinda thing.
I mean, it was buried in his hand. I mean, oh my God, I could not imagine. And he's like, well, let's try pouring water on his head. Well, when he pours water on his head, the damn turtle like jerks back. So he's like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
It's like, you moron.
But I mean, this is his thing. He's got like he had this other video. I watched a couple videos by him. He has and it's called, what's it called? Brave Wilderness.
Brave Wilderness
is the YouTube channel. He has a couple of them where he's like trying to withstand fire ants, and he puts his hands down
Pause. You were gonna say pause.
he puts his hands down in the fire ant like nest,
Yeah.
and lets them just attack him, and he's trying to withstand that for a
Why
minute.
would you do that?
He didn't even make it a minute.
YouTube views.
Yeah.
Well, okay, good point.
He didn't make it a minute. It was that was his goal, but like he said, his brain took over, and he just like after 30 seconds or whatever, he'd jump back. But then it showed like after a couple minutes, his entire hand was like all welts all over it, and just swollen. Both hands were swollen.
Do that?
I don't know. I guess he's got some knowledge with animals and stuff like that.
Oh, you read it on Wikipedia.
I don't know. They got. I mean, it's that video alone had 2 million views, and
Yeah, well, I've watched it probably 3 times. And, well, the thing is, the snapping turtle could have... I mean, he could have taken a chunk out of his hand.
a bigger one.
The
for
dowel
sure.
rod would have saved him, man.
I mean, you always hear of people that they lose their fingers because of a snapping turtle.
You always
Yeah.
hear that?
Well,
You saw in the earlier part of that video where he had the much bigger snapping turtle. That was a very small
He said
one.
he's searching out a world record.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah, and you have to like go down.
Yeah, he's
got to
jump in the lake to get him.
But that one that bit him was actually really small. But he has alligators. He had a video where he let an alligator bite his arm. It was a fairly small one, but before he let that really small one bite his arm, he was playing like chicken with a big one, like a really, really big one that had a head that was like 3 feet long, and he was like tapping at its like it had its mouth open. You know how you see alligators sit with their mouth open, and he's tapping at its bottom jaw like that. Like just and jerking away, and it would as I mean, it was like instantaneous. When he would touch it, it would smack down. I mean, so it could have easily taken off his fingers.
Unbelievable.
his show is half Jackass, half Wild
Steve
Kingdom
Irwin,
or something.
yeah.
Steve Irwin,
Yeah.
I can't think of that guy's name. Do a Google search real quick on live action turtle. I think a turtle hunter, maybe.
Was he an exterminator? You're saying?
He would people would call him and say, "Hey, I got a 12-foot anaconda in my backyard. Come get him." And-
I don't know
why
if
you gotta take it there?
I don't know if you hear the dogs
Excitement.
going
Molly must
Take
be
your
home.
dog to work day.
Call the Wild
that's
Man.
him. Yeah, Call the Wild Man. Thank you very much. That
Is it a show? Is it on?
It was
TV?
on Animal Planet
Animal
for
Planet.
a long while, yeah. But he would do similar things. I mean, this like somebody would call him up and say, "Hey, I got a pond in my backyard and it's infested with 132 snapping turtles. I want you to come get them out."
Oh my god!
And he'd show
But
up,
you have to take off all your clothes when
and,
you go in.
he would pull
no
out
tools.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He would jump in the lake and pull out 132 snapping turtles
Cannonball.
and throw them in the back of his truck. It was the most bizarre thing. And he'd scream live action whenever he would get ready to go do.
That's what he would say.
Live
That's his
action.
tagline.
He would He would hunt skunks. He'd get skunks out of place. Bizarre.
So it's funny
show.
that we had this show because it's a good segue to a little story that I had. So my wife is a social worker.
Yeah. Can you talk about this legally?
I hope so. I didn't run it past her. I'm not going to speak about anybody's names or anything like that. So the other
I
day,
was going to play this call real quick.
Oh yeah. Oh, the live action call.
Yeah, if I could. Let's see.
Yes. Turtle Man. That's what he calls himself. The Turtle Man. Anyway, back to your story, Josh.
earlier this
Greg.
week, she had to go check out this house where it was like a foster parent situation, and she was going to go check out this house and make sure that this kid could go stay there. And so she went into the home, and there was this dog barking like crazy, but they had it put in a room.
Right.
And so the the dog, so that she had to go like inspect the entire house and make sure that it was safe and all that stuff. And she said, "Well, I have to check this room where the dog is too." And so I don't know if she opened the door or if the homeowner opened the door, but the dog lunged at her and bit her twice.
Oh man,
your wife?
Yeah, once on the hand and once on the inner thigh. And I'm like, and she filed a report and everything about it. I mean, she's got a mark. She's got a serious mark.
ER?
No, she didn't. So she's got a serious mark like on her thigh.
What are you doing?
A little bit of one. I think the one on her hand has gone away. But I was like, oh my God, like this is serious.
I would have gone to the ER or an urgent care.
That's what I said. I'm like, you should have gone somewhere.
Yeah.
And she said, well, they said it was update on its shots. I'm
Yeah,
like, well,
but-
what the hell you think they're gonna say?
Yeah,
of course they're gonna say that. And so, I mean, I'm thinking like in my day job, I mean, safety is like number one. Like they preach it. That you come to you go home like you came. I mean, that's like a huge violation.
All your appendages and
I mean it's so she reported it and filed a report or whatever. But
did they check? Do they have
I don't
shot
know.
records and all that?
Yeah, see, I would have gone to the ER because that would have started a whole chain. The animal control would have gone there to get the dog, to keep it under observation, to make sure it doesn't have rabies.
I know,
man.
It worries me.
The owner
You should have put your foot down as the man of the house.
Yeah.
He said, "Woman."
Well,
the owner of that house should have had their dog under control. And
then she said she went back the next day and let them know that
The dog had died from rabies.
No, yeah, she said we can't allow the child to come here because this dog bites people.
No kidding.
And then she said,
well, we shot her.
Well, we it's not our dog, so
whose dog is it? We're just keeping it.
yeah, we're gonna
we found it on the street.
It's actually a wolf.
I'm like, this is so bizarre.
Just like coyote we found in the backfield.
I mean, this happens to like mailmen and police officers probably that they get bit and
Right,
whatever,
yeah.
but I'm like, God,
But it isn't part of her normal duties.
I know.
I'm
like, I couldn't imagine going to work
and getting bit by a
and
dog.
getting bit by a dog or
Welcome to work, Josh.
I think it'd be weird for one of us. We walk into the server room or something. All of a
There's
sudden,
pack of wolves in there.
what the hell?
Eating a carcass.
I mean, of all the things, I don't know. It's just a tough profession, man.
I couldn't do that job.
God, there's been. I mean, that's mild compared to. There's been
She
some really
hollering at
bad
you?
things. But
I don't know.
I'm sorry, but a huge
Uh-oh.
branch just fell down in the back. Like huge.
Emergency.
Apparently, an emergency.
We want to end the show. Go ahead. We'll end.
I'll be back.
Yeah. I guess on that note, it was a good
so
episode.
Josh, where can you find us?
Well, you can find us at stuckinbetapodcast.com. You can email us at stuckinbetapodcast@gmail.com. Twitter is stuckinbetapodcast. I'm sorry, stuckinbetacast. Facebook.
Where did Greg go?
Instagram, Stuck in Beta Podcast, which we're going to get better at. We're going to get better at these things. And that's it.
All right. Well, I guess, Greg, we got a little emergency going on.
I hope all is well up there.
We'll catch you next week.
Hey, we'll talk about this next week.
We will talk about this next week. Probably
See
with
ya.
pictures. Bye.
Oh, 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 oh.